Alright, Desert Maverick signing in here. We are going to go over a couple things regarding Regalia of Men and Monarchs. You may see that I already have an episode or two, well, an episode right now. I have a second one that I'm going to be uploading of this game, and I'm going to be doing a playthrough on it, but I'm going to do an overview real quick on just the gist of the game so that you get an understanding of how what the game is, what the systems are, and what have you. So we're just going to load up here on my tutorial. Alright, so this is essentially your main screen that you're going to be looking at as you play through the game. You'll notice a couple of destroyed or distraught buildings here. Of course, the gist of the game is that you are this kid who is the sole heir of this kingdom. But this kingdom fell from a war that left it in shambles. And it is your job to come back and rebuild your city or empire, what have you. And you eventually meet some shady characters who tell you that you owe a whole boatload of money, and you get thrown into this quest to rebuild your city and pay back these debtors. So right now it's kind of like the beginning of the game, so I've got just a town square, a placeholder in, and Castle Lauren. And as you can see here, I have a quest marker to start on my next quest, but we're not going to look into that right now. We're actually going to go up here in this upper left corner and hit tab, and you'll see a whole bunch of things like for the character sheets. Shows detailed information on your characters, things like weapon, trinket, and slots. There's also perks and that you can pick. So it tells you here that all your perks are over here, and your weapons and trinkets go in here. You earn these from battles. Your party level, instead, not everybody gains levels equally. I mean, gains the levels by themselves. They gain them equally. So all the experience you get in particular fights are for everyone, which does have benefits because this game doesn't have traditional healing. It's based on health and then armor values, and certain characters provide armor values for people to help buffer damage. So there's really no healing in the game. That means that when you are in dungeons, which dungeons can go from multiple battles, losing people is a possibility, and everybody can be caught up instead of, if you lose somebody in a dungeon that you're most of the way through, but you have enough power to beat. And we go over to inventory here. This shows all the items that you've gathered from quests and dungeons that you've gone through. Your list of quests, as per usual RPG fashion. I haven't unlocked kingdom quests yet, but there are things that you can do for other nations. Alright, this is personal bonds. Each character, you can kind of think of it almost like Persona-like. The more time you spend with other people, the more bond that you build up with them. And as you gain relationship points with them, they unlock new skills and perks that increase their effectiveness. Now you can do this for not only your characters in your party like Griffith and Sickney here, but also for sub characters that give you extra perks like more inventory, and for like the innkeepers you get extra money. Then the big town section. This is where you can build up your empire from the ground up, and of course it shows the buildings level right there, and the building construction tab. So when you click on it, it shows the current construction level that it will go to, and then the resource cost right here. So I'm 6 short of being able to build the town square level 2. But it also tells you what the next upgrade allows you to do. So I can get 6 party members when venturing into the world, which isn't useful in the beginning because you don't have 6 people. You only have close to 6 people. Of course, there's the placeholder in, which allows you to increase the maximum bond level with certain individuals. And other things kind of will go into place as well, like with the smithy here, allows you to craft weapons and then increase bond levels. And lastly here, you got the diplomacy screen, which allows you to track your reputation with neighboring nations. And by increasing the reputation with other people, you are able to get various perks and individuals for your traveling needs. And then lastly, of course, is the codex, which just tells you different things regarding characters and certain aspects of the game. Next, we're going to be going into how to do battles. Alright, as you'll see here, this is your basic battle setup. And essentially what you're looking at is the deployment section as per usual strategy RPGs. It's kind of a similar vein of like games like Final Fantasy Tactics and other games like Ogre Battle and those kind of games. So what we have here is, of course, a tutorial section that I was looking at in the this particular battle. But it's very much turn-based, based on initiation, and you see the activation in the bottom corner. And each character has a select set of skills. So as you see here, my main guy's ability is command. He's kind of a support character, so he provides armor to characters that I give them to, so that they can take more damage. As I said, there's no healing in the game. And of course, I go in charge and do not hit. So Griffith here is your main tank-like character so far in the early game. So he'll be, the one to take a lot of your hits. And you use your main character K to get armor points and inspire. His ultimate, of course, is a shield. He gives a lot more shield based from his Q skill. So as you see here, they're going over authority points. You can use them to blitz, which every turn you get to go one more time, a full move one more time, or you can use them for ultimate skills, which use up 2 AP, which gives them them use their last ability there. Of course, I used 1 point to go again there. And the battles play out just like your typical SRPGs, where you fight until you defeat your enemy. And the game does kind of favor using your skills tactfully. As you'll see here, I used my skill to taunt and blind her, and her whirlwind missed there. And of course, later in this fight, she will miss her second whirlwind as I try to move in for support on the other side. But that is essentially how battles play out in this game. And there you have it. It is, in a nutshell, an RPG, an SRPG with some city building kind of mechanics built into it, with some civilization kind of mechanics as well, with like being able to have reputation with your neighboring factions. I haven't played as deeply enough and to find out how that goes, but I just wanted to share this overview of the game because I've been deciding to do a lot more RPG game playthroughs on my channel instead of just the latest flavor. I'll still have some of those other games, but anyways, I'm blathering on about other things. But this is just an overview of Regalia of Men and Monarchs, a pretty good SRPG that was kickstarted and is now on Steam and GOG for $25. Pretty good game. All right, this is Desert Maverick signing out. Thanks for watching.